Hello everyone, welcome to one of my rant videos here. What I'm going to be talking about today is how we're basically in some unprecedented times as far as media goes. So, if you kind of look at the trends lately, Hollywood is flopping. Disney movies don't do good. All of your big box office movies, for the most part, are just not doing very well. And the same thing is happening in the gaming industry to where all of your big AAA studios are putting out crap that a lot of people are just not fond of. Right now, indie studios are basically kind of running things right now. You have games like Power World, you have Helldivers 2, uh, Dredge, Stardew Valley, Hades. You have all of these games that are kind of leading the way. That's what a lot of people are talking about now. You know, Power World just took the world by storm. That's what everyone was talking about. Love it, hate it, or indifferent. It captured the view of just about everyone. And then you have Dredge was a big deal. And I almost forgot. I don't know how I could forget. I guess because it's such a big, in-depth game that sometimes it makes me think that it's not from a AAA studio. But Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 was a huge deal. Probably one of the best games I personally have ever played. I mean, that honestly, that game's worth more money than, if there was a game that justified a 70, 80, $90 price, it would be Baldur's Gate 3 just because of all the content that you get, and they're not asking you for additional money while you're playing, which has become a huge trend in the AAA gaming industry lately, to where, hey, pay us $70 for this game. Oh, we left out some of the content, so give me more money. Give me more money if you want the whole game. You're only getting part of it for a full price game. Meanwhile, Power Word launched at 30. Helldivers 2 launched at 30. We're getting games that are hellaciously fun, and they're not asking for that $70 price when other games are asking that $70 price and you're not getting the whole game. They are going to keep their hand out and they're going to tell you more money, more money. You want the whole experience, more money. Give me more money and I'll give you a taste. It's not the whole game, but I'll give you a taste of it. I'll give you a taste of what the whole game might be. I'll give you a taste of a complete game. But then I'm going to ask you for more money cuz you still haven't bought the whole game from me yet. Just keep giving me more. Keep giving me more. And a lot of gamers are just checking out. I mean, we have articles from The Guardian, from IGN that are basically saying older games are even more popular than current AAA games are. Ah, damn it, I got off topic. We have Hollywood freaking out because their stuff's not working, and the streaming services that are ran by these big Hollywood elites, they're freaking out. They're scared because honestly, at this point in time, YouTube is kind of what's on top. I mean, that's what people are looking for is we don't we're not looking for Hollywood critics. We're not looking for, reviews from these Hollywood publications. We're Everyone's going to YouTube, going to TikTok. That's where we get all of our information on what we want. I mean, if you've been following movies on Rotten Tomatoes the last couple of years, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it got to the point where basically if the critics raved about it, Rotten Tomato score was 90 plus, it's a must-see movie, it was going to be bullshit. It was going to be bullshit. It checked boxes and didn't write a story. That's what you was going to go see. But if the critic score was rotten, I mean, it no critics recommended it. It was just going to be a bad movie. You probably needed to go see it because it didn't check all the boxes. It just had a good story and was going to be a fairly decent movie. All of that stuff has become outdated and unimportant to the majority of us that we've flipped it on them and now they're panicking. I mean, they're attacking audiences, they're attacking everybody. I mean, they are basically a rabid wild animal that has now been cornered. So they're lashing out and attacking and trying to destroy anything that is not themselves. And we're currently watching that. We're watching all of the big corporations just kind of unravel themselves and they're showing their hands. They're they're bringing to light all the things that they've been accused of for years and years now. And because honestly, it's because of the internet. It's because of how connected we are as a global community on the internet that our word can now travel just as fast, if not faster than theirs. And they're scared. They're scared. They hate it. And now they can't buy good reviews. They can't pay people off to say, "Hey, you're going to tell everyone that this is a fantastic game, a fantastic movie, fantastic show, whatever." There's people that aren't controlled by that. Their their control is basically giving the truth to the public. And those big corporations not being in control has them losing it. I mean, I mean, if I can find the whole article thing or whatever, I'll put it in I'll put it in kind of over here. Just kind of snap the screenshot in there if I can find it. But people are literally blaming and saying, "Oh, this product didn't sell good because a YouTuber said that it wasn't good. It was actually a good game. He's the one that lied. He's the one that lied. Our product is best product. But this YouTuber lied and done all these things, and he told people it was bad, so people didn't buy it." And it's like, no, maybe people didn't buy it because they watched people do a review of it and decided that they agree with that, and they're like, "Oh, he doesn't like it for these same reasons. That sounds like same reasons that I wouldn't like it. So I'm not going to go pay money for something that I already know I'm not going to like." And they're fuming. They're fuming that opinions are being expressed that are not their own. We're watching a flip in the industry right now. The low budget indie kind of scene is now becoming the mainstream. And we're pushing Hollywood, we're pushing AAA, we're pushing them to the side because they no longer represent us and they no longer make products for us. They don't make products for the common person anymore. They make products that check boxes and to hell with all the rest of it. And luckily, enough of us are seeing what's going on and we're showing them with our wallet. That's the only language that these people understand is the dollar signs. You can tell them all day in English, Spanish, Japanese, whatever. You can tell them in every language, "Hey, we don't like these things. You know, if you keep these things in your product, we are not going to buy them," and they don't care. They don't care what you have to say until you stop buying the product. And that's not even guaranteed to work. I mean, look at Disney. Last year, Disney lost money on basically every movie they put out. This is something I really want to talk about, is just how everything is flipping right now. And when it comes to movies, we're not watching the big Hollywood movies no more. I mean, we're watching them fail one after another, after another, after another, because they can't put stories together. They can't put. Well, it's not that they can't. They can put a story together just as good as they ever have. Stories don't matter to them anymore. They need to check certain boxes, because if not, they're going to get slapped by the big overhead hand that slaps you down for wrongthink. So, to avoid getting slapped down by that hand, they do what all their customers don't want, lose millions of dollars, and then kick, scream, and cry because the audience now has wrongthink. What is it, baby girl? Come here. Come here, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. Yeah, look, I'm getting worked up. She's loving the fact that I'm getting worked up. She loves this stuff. She loves it when I get into a topic. She gets so excited. Y'all see her. Look at her. Oh, and there's the big boy. There's the big boy coming in. Oh, which way do I need to turn for y'all to see him better? That's my big boy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Entertainment in general is turning on its head, and this is an amazing time. It's truly amazing. Hollywood is falling. AAA games are about to start falling. I mean, they've been putting out bad products for a little while now. They they've they forgot what they're supposed to be doing, basically. All they see is dollar signs. They're selling us full priced games and then asking for more money in the games when these other studios, these smaller studios, are selling us a product. If they sell us a product at full price, it's the full product, Baldur's Gate 3, or they're selling us something at a much lower price. And okay, yeah, it's a, what do you call them? Like a live service game, to where there are microtransactions and stuff like that, small ones that are optional. Which, me personally, I can deal with a game that has microtransactions if it's a free to play or a much cheaper game. What I can't stand is when a game is full price, $60, $70 or more, and then it also has microtransactions in the game. I'm out. I don't want to play them. I'll go back and I'll play Skyrim again. I'll play Fallout 3 again. I mean, I'll go back and play those games again, or I'll go back and I'll play the backlog that I have that goes back to the PS2. I mean, I have PS3 games that are still factory sealed because I bought them and I was playing something else at the time, but I got excited about this game when it was going to come out. And then I got home and put it on the shelf. And here we are, what, 15 years later? And I still haven't played those games. They're still sitting on the shelf in the factory seal because there were so many games coming out so back to back that I just never got to them. And if the AAA industry doesn't want to make games for us no more, we have backlogs that can last us a decade. I mean, over on my main channel, youtube.com/retrobeard, I just started playing The Witcher. Steam had a sale recently, all 3 Witcher games for like $13, so I bought them. I've never played any of the Witcher games before. Witcher 1 is from 2007. I'm enjoying it. I've played about 5 hours of it. And it's a game from 2007, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Like, actually. So, I'm playing that for a game series right now. I'm going to go through play all 3 of those games because nothing new is interesting right now. I mean, I'm playing Helldivers 2, but that's not a game that I'm going to sink hundreds of hours into. I'm going to be in a mood where I want to blow shit up. I'm going to play that game for 2 or 3 hours. And then I'm probably not going to play it for another week, 2 weeks. But it was a $30 game, so I'm happy with that. That's its role. That's its place. It's not a game that you need to play every moment of your free time that you have every day forever. It's a $30 game, so if you play it once, maybe twice a week, because you just want to blow shit up, that's good. That's good. That's its role. That's its role. It's a game to play when the mood hits you. Whereas a lot of these other games, it's like you paid the $60 or $70 for it, now you feel guilty. You feel guilty that you're not playing it, you wasted your money, and now you feel indebted to play the game. You feel obligated. And then when it's not a good game, that makes it even worse. Because it's like, man, I'd spent, $60, $70 on this new game. I need to play it or I wasted my money. But it's not a good game. It's not fun. What's going on? What's the deal here? I don't understand. And that where instead you can go to some of these mom and pop game stores. Go to your individual owned game stores. Pick up the old games. Check out some of your YouTubers and see, check out some older games. See what they're playing, see if that's something you're into. If you're a PC player, go on Steam, or better yet, go on GOG. GOG for older games. Perfect. Because it doesn't have DRM, which, if you know anything about DRM, there's a lot of times where it can just tank performance, which isn't a big deal on these older games because, I mean, a lot of these older games can basically be like ran on a pregnancy test. I mean, they require that little computing. Like, I mean, Skyrim at this point. Skyrim can, unmodded vanilla Skyrim can be ran on a fucking Samsung fridge. But I the only way we're going to teach these industries a lesson is with our money. So I say start working on your backlogs. Start looking at these older games. Check out your YouTubers that are playing older games. Because at this point, the quality of AAA games has just... it's dropped. I mean, it really has. Thank you for sticking around and listening to me rant about the current state of things. If you like that, let me know. I have a lot more things that I can rant about. Believe me. Trust me, believe me. I got a lot more I could go on about. I'm probably going to cut about half of this out because I went off the rails and I squished like 3 topics together. So, you probably ain't even going to hear the entirety of this rant. So, if you want me to talk about something else, hit it down in the comment section. I got so many things I can go on and on about. I'm very opinionated, but I haven't wanted to share my opinion for a little while because I don't have much of an audience. Hopefully this reaches the audience that it needs to. Whatever. I'm going to be quiet now. Thank you for watching. Comment vanilla pudding in the comment section if you watch to the end. Love you guys. See you next time.